If there were only 40 places left on Earth that you could visit, which ones would you choose? Among them are destinations not just celebrated for their beauty, but also recognized by UNESCO, protected as priceless treasures of humanity. From the towering pyramids rising from the Egyptian desert, standing as witnesses to thousands of years of history, to the Great Wall of China winding over endless mountain ranges, a symbol of human engineering and determination. And Halong Bay, where thousands of limestone pillars rise from emerald waters, creating a landscape sculpted by nature itself. Each place tells its own story of history, culture, and natural wonder, carefully preserved across time. Join us as we explore the world's UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the destinations you absolutely must visit at least once in your lifetime. Pyramids of Giza. Rising from the vast sands on the Giza Plateau, just outside Cairo in northern Egypt, the three pyramids tower like monumental stairways reaching toward the desert sky. Constructed over 4,000 years ago, each pyramid consists of millions of limestone blocks, carefully quarried, transported along the Nile, and placed with remarkable precision. The Great Pyramid alone spans over 7 acres at its base and rises more than 400 feet, reflecting the extraordinary skill of ancient architects. From a distance, they form near-perfect geometric patterns, their shadows stretching across the desert as if marking time itself. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, the pyramids represent the pinnacle of Egypt's cultural, historical, and architectural achievements. Standing before them today, visitors feel the scale, precision, and silent majesty that has inspired wonder for millennia. Machu Picchu. High in the Andes of southern Peru, Machu Picchu perches on a steep ridge above the Urubamba River, shrouded often in drifting clouds. Built in the 15th century by the Inca civilization, the citadel reveals terraces, temples, and stone walls, meticulously crafted to fit the mountainous terrain. The surrounding peaks rise sharply, enclosing the site in a dramatic amphitheater of jagged cliffs and lush, misty valleys. Stone stairways wind through the ruins, connecting plazas, residences, and sacred sites that once bustled with life. morning fog creeps over the terraces, casting shadows that accentuate the precision and ingenuity of Inca engineering. Hikers traverse the Inca Trail, emerging at the Sun Gate to witness Machu Picchu unfolding below in all its historic glory. Celebrated for its remarkable preservation and breathtaking setting, Machu Picchu continues to captivate explorers and travelers from around the world.
The Great Wall. Snaking across the rugged mountains and rolling plains of northern China, the Great Wall stretches like a colossal stone serpent winding through the landscape. Constructed over 2,000 years and expanded by successive dynasties, it served as a formidable defensive structure and symbol of imperial power. Spanning more than 13,000 miles, its watchtowers and fortresses stand strategically along ridges, overseeing the lands below with commanding presence. Built from locally quarried stone, brick and tamped earth, its surfaces vary along the route, reflecting centuries of repair and adaptation to the terrain. On misty mornings, sections of the wall emerge and vanish along distant ridgelines, creating a haunting interplay of shadow, light, and scale. Walking along its ancient stones, visitors sense the immense effort, human ingenuity, and panoramic vistas that inspired countless generations. Inscribed to safeguard its extraordinary military architecture and historical legacy, the Great Wall continues to captivate explorers from around the world. Petra. Carved deep into rose-red cliffs of southern Jordan, Petra rises like a city sculpted by gods and preserved in stone and silence. More than 2,000 years ago, the Nabateans built this desert marvel as a thriving center of trade, faith, and architectural brilliance. The narrow, sick canyon winds for nearly a mile, its towering walls gradually revealing the hidden splendor of Al-Khazne. Each column and carving was shaped by hand, its details softened by centuries of wind, sand, and relentless desert sun. As dawn light spills through the gorge,
The sandstone glows with shades of crimson, gold, and pale rose, shifting with every moment. Though long abandoned, Petra's vast temples and tombs still echo with whispers of devotion and the pulse of lost empires. Visitors walking through its silent courtyards feel both small and eternal, surrounded by the weight of history itself. Even now, this ancient masterpiece stands as a timeless symbol of human artistry, endurance, and wonder.
KYOTO temples. Perched on a hillside,
Kiyomizu-dera rises with its iconic wooden stage and towering pagoda, dominating the surrounding landscape with serene grandeur. This historic temple, revered for centuries, showcases traditional Japanese architecture and the devotion of generations who built and preserved it. Cherry blossoms gently frame the temple grounds, their petals adding fleeting color to the tranquil stone pathways. Visitors often pause on the wooden terrace, taking in the harmony of structure and nature in quiet reflection. The expansive courtyard, lined with smaller shrines and moss-covered stones, amplifies the sense of sacred calm. Winding paths lead deeper into the complex, revealing hidden corners and quiet spaces that invite contemplation amid Kyoto's enduring heritage.
Giant's Causeway. Rising from the northern coast,
Thousands of stone pillars fit together like a giant's perfectly stacked puzzle, stretching toward the turbulent sea. Recognized for its unique geological formation, this coastal wonder draws travelers and scientists from around the world. These remarkable basalt columns formed around 60 million years ago, when molten lava cooled rapidly and fractured into precise hexagonal shapes. The largest columns rise nearly 30 feet, creating natural steps that appear almost man-made, yet every piece is shaped by volcanic forces. Standing atop the stones, visitors feel a quiet awe, humbled by the scale and timelessness beneath their feet. Waves crash rhythmically against the columns, sending salty spray into the air and bringing motion to the frozen geometry. It seems almost impossible to imagine such perfect geometry crafted solely by nature. Exploring further along the coast uncovers hidden coves and dramatic cliffs, leaving lasting impressions of this ancient volcanic wonder.
Easter Island. Far across the South Pacific,
Easter Island rises like a silent world, where hundreds of stone faces emerge from the earth, gazing endlessly toward the horizon. The monumental Moai statues were built by the Rapa Nui people between the 13th and 16th centuries, honoring their ancestors and beliefs, a cultural legacy now preserved under UNESCO protection. Some stand over 30 feet tall, their features unchanged through centuries of wind, salt, and volcanic stone worn by time. Each figure was carved from the slopes of an ancient crater and moved across miles of rough ground using ropes, logs, and human strength. Standing before them, you sense the air grow still, the ocean's sound fading into a deep, distant rhythm. Even today, this remote island holds one of humanity's greatest unsolved mysteries, a story both haunting and eternal.
Halong Bay. Emerging from the emerald waters of northeastern Vietnam, Halong Bay is dotted with towering limestone casts that rise dramatically from the sea. Shaped over millions of years, these islands and caves reveal a landscape sculpted by wind and water, offering hidden lagoons and secret passages to explore. Traditional fishing villages float between the islands, their colorful boats gliding across calm waters and reflecting the rhythms of daily life. Morning fog drifts through the casts, wrapping the bay in soft layers of light and shadow, creating an almost otherworldly atmosphere. Fishermen cast nets and sail along the narrow channels, a living scene of work and tradition that has endured for generations. Celebrated for its breathtaking scenery and unique geological formations, Halong Bay continues to enchant travelers, inviting them to experience its emerald waters and vibrant communities. Stonehenge. Rising from the rolling plains of Salisbury, Stonehenge stands in solemn silence, its massive stones forming a circle of ancient mystery. Constructed over 4,000 years ago, this prehistoric monument remains one of humanity's most enduring enigmas. Each towering sarsen block weighs up to 25 tons, aligned precisely with the movements of the sun. At dawn on the summer solstice, sunlight cuts through the lintels, illuminating the heart of the circle. Scholars believe it once served as a ceremonial site, an early calendar, or perhaps a bridge between earth and sky. Weathered surfaces bear the scars of centuries, each groove a testament to time, wind, and ritual. Moss and lichen cling to the ancient stones, softening their edges, yet deepening their sense of timelessness. Visitors often fall silent here, sensing the gravity of millennia beneath their feet. Even in its stillness, the monument feels alive, breathing with myth, science, and unanswered questions. Stonehenge endures, a reminder that even in stone, mystery can outlast empires and time itself. Angkor Wat. Rising above the ancient grounds, Angkor Wat stretches, with its majestic towers and weathered stone, standing resilient amid centuries of decay. Built in the early 12th century, this temple complex showcases Khmer architectural mastery and the devotion of generations long past. Cracked stones and worn steps hint at the passage of time, revealing the temple's enduring presence through centuries. Visitors often pause on the causeways, sensing the quiet strength and solemnity of this historic sanctuary. The inner galleries, lined with detailed bas-reliefs, depict stories of gods, kings, and epic battles etched into fading stone. Though widely recognized for its cultural and historical significance, parts of the temple remain abandoned and weathered, hinting at centuries of neglect.
Winding corridors and secluded courtyards invite reflection, offering moments of calm amid the vast, ancient ruins. Great Barrier Reef. Stretching along the northeastern coast, the Great Barrier Reef glimmers with vast coral formations, creating an underwater landscape of vibrant complexity. Formed over thousands of years, this reef system hosts an astonishing variety of marine life and intricate coral structures. Colorful corals and swaying sea fans provide fleeting bursts of red, blue, and gold among the turquoise waters. Divers often pause, marveling at the harmony of life and structure in this submerged wonder. Hidden crevices and overhangs reveal smaller fish and rare creatures, offering moments of surprise for careful explorers. Exploring deeper channels and gentle slopes uncovers further layers of coral architecture, inviting awe at the reef's enduring majesty. Santorini. Perched on the cliffs of the Aegean Sea, Santorini's whitewashed buildings and cobalt blue domes cascade dramatically toward the sparkling waters below. Shaped by a massive volcanic eruption thousands of years ago, the island forms a crescent around a deep caldera that captivates visitors from afar. Narrow cobblestone streets weave between charming houses, boutique shops and cafes, offering intimate glimpses of daily island life against breathtaking vistas. Sunsets ignite the sky with vivid shades of orange and pink, reflecting off the caldera and turning each terrace into a living canvas. Ferry boats glide across the sparkling waters while cruise ships anchor in the caldera, hinting at centuries of maritime passage. Renowned for its striking architecture and volcanic landscapes, Santorini enchants travelers with every twist of its cliffside paths and panoramic views. Mount Fuji. Rising above the surrounding landscapes of Honshu Island, Mount Fuji dominates the skyline with its perfectly symmetrical cone, often capped in snow. This iconic peak, standing at 12,300 feet, has been revered for centuries as a sacred site and a symbol of Japan's natural beauty. Its slopes are formed from layers of volcanic rock, shaped by eruptions over tens of thousands of years, giving it both majesty and geological significance. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom at its base, while autumn clouds drift across its summit, creating moments of fleeting, breathtaking contrast. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, Mount Fuji embodies both spiritual importance and outstanding natural value. Visiting today, travelers experience not just a mountain, but the living presence of centuries of culture, art, and reverence in one glance. Banway Rice Terraces. Carved into the mountains over 2,000 years ago, the Banway Rice Terraces cascade across the lush landscape like a series of giant, perfectly stacked staircases shaped by human hands. Built by the Ifugao people, these terraces demonstrate extraordinary ancient ingenuity, precise irrigation methods, and a deep cultural respect for the surrounding land. Morning mist drifts gently between the valleys, softening contours and wrapping the terraces in an ethereal, almost dreamlike glow that shifts with the sun. Farmers still tend the rice along the narrow stepped fields, planting and harvesting by hand in rhythms unchanged for centuries. Stretching for miles along the mountainsides, each terrace layer reflects sunlight and shadow, revealing the subtle harmony between human labor and the natural environment. Winding paths and hidden viewpoints invite exploration, offering breathtaking panoramas that connect the present with generations of labor and care long past. Cappadocia. Rising from the arid valleys, Cappadocia unfolds with its iconic fairy chimneys, tall rock formations sculpted by wind and time over millennia. Ancient civilizations carved homes, churches, and monasteries directly into these soft volcanic rocks, creating a city hidden within the mountains. Sunrise paints the landscape in shades of gold and rose, illuminating the valleys and casting long, dramatic shadows across the terrain. Hot air balloons float silently above, offering glimpses of the labyrinthine rock formations and the vast expanse beyond. The intricate cave dwellings and hidden tunnels hint at centuries of human ingenuity and adaptation to this rugged environment. Winding paths and secluded terraces lead explorers through a surreal maze of stone towers, arches, and hollowed chambers. Though partially abandoned, many structures remain remarkably preserved, telling stories of faith, resilience, and daily life long past. Visitors often pause on high vantage points, feeling both awe and the weight of history beneath their feet. Cappadocia endures as a landscape of wonder, where natural forces and human hands intertwine to create timeless beauty.
Mont Saint-Michel. Rising from the sea, Mont Saint-Michel towers above the tidal flats, its medieval abbey dominating the rocky island like a sentinel of history. Constructed between the 8th and 16th centuries, this architectural masterpiece blends Gothic spires with Romanesque stonework. At low tide, sandbanks stretch for miles, revealing the winding causeway that connects the island to the mainland. Golden light of dawn or dusk casts long shadows, highlighting the abbey's intricate facades and soaring towers. Perched atop the central spire, a gilded statue of St. Michael watches over the island, symbolizing protection and faith. Narrow streets and stone staircases lead visitors past quaint houses, chapels, and hidden courtyards carved into the rock. Though centuries old, the abbey remains remarkably preserved, a testament to human ingenuity and devotion. The rhythmic ebb and flow of tides enhances its mystical aura, creating moments of reflection and quiet wonder.
Visitors pause at viewpoints, absorbing panoramic vistas of the island, the sea, and the endless horizon.
Chichen Itza. Rising from the Yucatan Plains,
Chichen Itza captivates with its grand pyramid, El Castillo, dominating the ancient city like a celestial monument. Constructed by the Maya between the 9th and 12th centuries, it served as both a temple and a calendar, reflecting advanced astronomical knowledge. The stepped terraces ascend in precise geometric order, each level aligned with solstices and equinoxes, showcasing architectural mastery. Intricate carvings of serpents, warriors, and deities adorn the stone, telling stories of faith, power, and ritual. At dawn and dusk, sunlight casts dramatic shadows, emphasizing the pyramid's angles and the reliefs along its sides. Surrounding plazas and smaller temples reveal the social and ceremonial heart of a city that once thrived with trade and culture. Though centuries have passed, the structure remains remarkably intact, echoing the ingenuity and devotion of its builders. Visitors walking the terraces feel a quiet reverence, sensing the weight of history beneath each footstep. Chichen Itza endures as a testament to human creativity, spiritual devotion, and the enduring legacy of the Maya civilization.
Aurora Borealis. Dancing across the northern sky,
The aurora borealis spreads ribbons of green, purple, and gold over Norway's frozen mountains and fjords, creating an otherworldly panorama. Visible during the long winter nights, this celestial display occurs when charged solar particles collide with Earth's magnetic field, igniting the atmosphere with vivid colors. Snow-covered peaks, icy lakes, and silent forests reflect the shifting lights, amplifying the surreal beauty and giving the landscape a dreamlike glow. Observers stand in awe, mesmerized by the fluid, twisting curtains of light that seem to move and breathe across the sky. Each wave ripples with subtle variations in hue and intensity, painting ephemeral patterns that vanish and reappear with every passing moment. Remote villages, hidden valleys, and quiet fjords lie beneath, offering perfect vantage points to witness this spectacular natural phenomenon. Though fleeting, the aurora leaves an enduring impression, blending science, mythology, and pure wonder in a single breathtaking spectacle. The Northern Lights endure as a timeless symbol of nature's power, mystery, and the eternal beauty of the polar night.
Meteora. Rising dramatically from the Thessalian plains, Meteora's towering rock pillars support centuries-old monasteries perched like islands in the sky. Built between the 14th and 16th centuries, these monasteries were constructed atop sheer cliffs, blending spiritual devotion with architectural daring. Mist often drifts through the valleys, softening the jagged edges of the rock formations and adding an ethereal atmosphere to the scene. Sunlight breaks through clouds, casting long shadows across stone terraces and illuminating frescoed walls within the sacred spaces. Narrow paths and ancient staircases wind along the cliffs, guiding visitors to secluded chapels and hidden courtyards carved into the rocks. Though centuries old, the monasteries remain active, preserving rituals, manuscripts, and the legacy of monastic life high above the world below. Observers pause, feeling the awe of standing among stones that have witnessed centuries of faith and human perseverance. Meteora endures as a breathtaking intersection of nature, spirituality, and architectural ingenuity, where sky and stone meet in harmony. Iguazu Falls. Roaring across the subtropical rainforest,
Iguazu Falls plunges hundreds of feet in a thunderous cascade, creating a spectacle of water and mist. Formed over millions of years along the Iguazu River, these falls consist of nearly 300 separate drops, each with its own unique power and roar. Rainbows emerge through the constant spray, painting arcs of color over the forested cliffs and adding a magical glow to the scene. Walkways and observation decks wind close to the edge, giving visitors a thrilling, immersive perspective of the cascading torrents. The relentless flow shapes the landscape, carving deep gorges and sculpting the surrounding rock formations with every passing moment. Toucans, parrots, and other wildlife thrive in the dense rainforest, adding flashes of life and color amid the roaring water. Visitors pause, feeling the raw energy of nature and the awe-inspiring scale of the plunging waters beneath them. Iguazu Falls endures as one of the planet's most breathtaking natural wonders, a symphony of motion, light, and sheer power. Pamukkale. Rising from the hills of southwestern Turkey, Pamukkale dazzles with its terraces of white travertine, shaped by centuries of mineral-rich hot springs. These cascading pools have formed naturally over thousands of years, creating a surreal landscape of gleaming terraces and crystal-clear waters. The warm waters flow gently down each level, reflecting sunlight and mist in ever-changing patterns across the limestone cliffs. Visitors walk along narrow paths, feeling the soft, warm pools beneath their feet and the calming hush of the natural environment. Steam drifts upward, blending with the early morning light to create a dreamlike, almost otherworldly atmosphere. Nearby ruins of Hierapolis add a layer of history, revealing a city that thrived alongside these thermal springs in ancient times. Though centuries have passed, the terraces remain remarkably preserved, showcasing the delicate balance between natural forces and human appreciation. Observers pause at vantage points, absorbing panoramic views of the cascading pools stretching toward the horizon. Pamukkale endures as a timeless wonder, where water, stone, and history merge into a serene spectacle of nature's artistry. Taj Mahal. Rising gracefully on the banks of the Yamuna River, the Taj Mahal glimmers with pristine white marble, an enduring symbol of love and devotion. Constructed between 1631 and 1653 by Emperor Shah Jahan, it serves as the final resting place for his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The central dome soars above the complex, flanked by 4 elegant minarets, each meticulously proportioned and adorned with intricate carvings. Morning light bathes the marble surfaces, casting delicate shadows that reveal the fine inlays of semi-precious stones. Reflecting pools and gardens enhance the symmetry, guiding the eye toward the monumental beauty of the mausoleum. Calligraphy of Quranic verses adorns the entrance arches, demonstrating the extraordinary craftsmanship of Mughal artisans. Visitors tread softly along the marble floors, sensing both the solemnity and grandeur of this timeless monument. The surrounding red sandstone structures complement the central tomb, creating a harmonious balance of color, scale, and design. Though centuries have passed, the Taj Mahal remains impeccably preserved, a testament to architectural genius and eternal devotion. It endures as one of the world's most iconic wonders, where human artistry and profound love converge in breathtaking harmony.
Antarctica. Stretching across the southernmost reaches of the planet, Antarctica presents a vast expanse of ice, snow, and towering glaciers that seem endless. The continent formed millions of years ago, its ice sheets now holding nearly 70% of Earth's fresh water. Jagged mountain peaks pierce through the frozen surface, creating dramatic silhouettes against the crisp, pale sky. Sunlight glints off the ice, painting the landscape in fleeting shades of blue, white, and silver. Colonies of penguins and seals navigate the frozen terrain, adding bursts of life amid the stark wilderness. Blizzards sweep across the plains with relentless force, shaping the ice and sculpting the glaciers over centuries.
Remote research stations dot the continent, offering humans a foothold in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Travelers pause at vantage points, feeling both the isolation and awe inspired by the scale and silence surrounding them. Though uninhabited for most of history, Antarctica reveals secrets of climate, geology, and ecosystems critical to understanding our planet. It endures as the ultimate frontier of natural beauty, where ice, wind, and life converge in a landscape both fragile and eternal.